Hello everybody, this is Carol from Friendly Quail, and it is Try Something New Tuesday. And today we're going to make some pockets that I learned how to make by watching a video on Vibe of Vintage, and I will link that video below in the description box so you can go look at it if you want. She called them collaged pockets, and meaning she makes a collage of pockets and then she decorates them. So I have tried a couple of them, and I'm going to show you how I ended up doing them. I do my pockets a little different than she did, but you end up with 3 pockets. Like here's a pocket, and here's a pocket. Same thing here. Pocket here, pocket in here, and another pocket down here. So you end up stacking them up, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And then you decorate them. So you can use scrapbook paper, book pages, anything, any type of paper that you want. I'm looking for my pin. I'll just put this in now. Okay. I keep losing the pin out of my thing. Oh, here it is. This one I know is stainless steel. Okay, now I'm gonna, when you're choosing what to do, say you want to do book page, look for papers that look different. They maybe are a slightly different color. They have different widths in between the lines. This is dictionary. This was from a science book. This is like a Roger Thesaurus. So pick something, some different things, and some of them are going to have to be made sideways. Like this would not be wide enough to do what I want to do, so I would have to make it sideways. Same with this one, I would have to make it sideways, except for the smallest one. And then another thing you have to be careful with is that it's not cracky, because if you fold this and it cracks, I know this one's not good. If it cracks, that is going to wear out and just rip apart. So you don't want paper that cracks, because see how easy it comes apart. So make sure that your paper does not have isn't so cracky. Okay, now what I'm going to do is show you how to make the pocket, and I've got 2 made already, and I'm going to show you how to make this one. So this one, I want kind of between the size of this one and this one. So if I fold this so that it overlaps like this, it's a little bit less than that one, it's more than that one, that's good. So, and it has to overlap. I'm not doing any measuring. If you look at these two, the envelopes are not the same size, or the little pockets are not the same size. So you would do that. Now this is really thin paper. It wouldn't hurt if I would double it, but I'm not going to take the time to do it now. All right, and then I'm going to cut some of this white off. Now if you're going to be decorating with stamping or something, you might want to leave that on so that you have room to put a number or something like that on it. Now I'm going to be folding this up to the size I want. I don't want it as big as this one, so I'm going to do it about here. And that's the size my envelope is going to be. So this is the top. This will be the bottom. I'm going to cut off about leaving a 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to cut the bottom up to the side. Fold at an angle. And the same thing on this side. Bottom up to the side. Fold at an angle. So now you have something that looks like, it's angled towards there. Then you open it up and you cut above the fold line into where the pocket area is. And I'll show you why we do that in a sec. but I'm going to cut on this side of the fold so that I'm cutting the fold off basically, because this is going to fold in like this. And if you have it too long, this can't fold up without doubling up inside of there. So this is going to, and that, you know, hides it. So you won't see if it's uneven or whatever. Now the next thing I have to do before I start doing anything else is cutting my thumb notch for putting in the cards. So I'm going to just kind of eyeball where the middle is and cut this out. Now don't lose this. I'm going to use this. I saw Lori at the Ladybug Journals do this, and I thought that's a great idea. It's one of these things that you think, why didn't I ever think of that? And I've never seen anybody do it, and I've been journaling for quite a few years until I saw Lori do it. Okay, I'm going to do the sides that are going to show. Now, if you need to re-watch, just back it up and watch it again. That I don't think I need to have you watch me do 3 envelopes or 3 pockets. I'm going to put a little bit of distress on here. That's the inside, although I am going to use this too. So if this is overlapping this, I want this on top. I open the top one. I put a bead of glue along the edge that's going to be the bottom part underneath when I overlap it. And I go over here and I put a bead of glue over there, like that. And then you fold it in, and those 2 pieces will be glued together. Then I'm going to glue this bottom part up. This is the back of the envelope. This is the front of the envelope. Okay, now remember that piece I cut out? I thought this was such a cool idea. I'm putting glue on it, on the back of it. And I'm going to line it back up where I cut it out. Making sure that this comes to the edge here and that I don't glue it shut. Now what happens is, see how that looks like the thing is completely there? It's on the bottom. So when you have your tag in, here's my piece of paper. When you have your tag in there, you don't notice it. You just have a thumb knot, you know. But when you take it out, it's all whole there now again. So it's just a little aesthetic thing. I thought it was cool. All right, now I'm going to be stacking these envelopes up, and you need to put some underneath the other ones. And you need to be able to get into each of the envelopes. So I'm going to be stacking it sort of like this. Okay, this one's going to go in the middle. I'm going to put this one in the middle. And then I'm going to put this one down here so it overlaps and kind of goes over. This part is sticking out. This part is a little bit in. You know, figure it out. Figure out what you want to do. Just kind of look at it and say, oh, I like this. I like this way this is stacked. It could be stacked like this. It doesn't have to be stacked in any particular direction. And it kind of depends on the size you make. The only thing is, this is where I measure. I don't want it wider than 5 inches. So right now, this would be 6 inches. So that's too much. So I tend to go down a little bit more rather than over and do something like this. Figure out where you're at and then make sure that it's not more than 5 inches. I actually like it to be a little bit more like 4.5. So this is where I want to do it. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to take this and kind of turn it over. And I'm going to glue this first one, but I'll be gluing the second one too. So this is what I do. I draw around it. I draw here, draw a line, say this is where it's going to be, where that one's going to be. And this one is going to be here. Okay. So the first one I'm going to do is the small into the medium one. I'm going to put glue on here. So I'm on the back. So I can get this stacked up. Okay. Line it up with where you drew the line. Then come onto this side and make sure everything is straight. Okay. Now I'm going to put this onto this one, and I drew around so that this matches. I have a line here and around here, and I'm going to glue this together. Okay. It just helps you line it up. You don't even have to do that, but I usually do it because it helps me to line it up. All right. Glue this on here. Turn it over, make sure everything's straight. Because right now it doesn't look like it is. There, before your glue dries. Okay? So now you've got your little collage of your pockets. And then you get to decorate it. Go ahead and decide what kind of thing you want to put on here. And I have a bunch of labels and things like that that I always keep on here. I have things like this. I have, you could do stamps, you can do images. Like this one I put a Tim Holtz person on and a ticket, and this is from Old Ribbon. These are all labels, but you know, you can do something, but what you can do is when you're going, you can go over the line. So like you could go like this and decorate this all the way up, as long as you don't close this pocket up. So I could put it by this edge, but it might close that pocket up, so I don't want to do that. I'm going to use something smaller. Let's see. I've got lots of things like this. I'm going to just pull some out and say, what do I want to put on there? Okay. This could go on. That's a butterfly. This could go on as kind of a specimen thing. Could put this. Put that up here, I think. And then this here. This won't close up I think I want a smaller thing up there. So that looks like a little, it's like a little milk thing. Okay. I don't want to close up the envelopes, so I can't go over the edge of where this is. Okay, so maybe a label. Do I want to put him on here? You can decorate as much as you want. Feel like it needs something else, but little. Something with a number on, I think, but not that. I have blue in this and this. How about something like this? Maybe I'll put the bigger one up here and the smaller one down here. Yeah. Like that, okay? You could put a number here, you could stamp a number, you know, whatever you want. But this just gives you the general idea of what to do or how to do it. And then you just go ahead and maybe I'll even put that up there. I think it's too big. I'll do this. I'm going to just do some distressing. And when I put this, I'm going to show you, I'm going to put one in a journal, and I'm going to show you what I was talking about before, about having kind of a hidden space behind it. It's all in how you put it in. I think you can get the drift from this. Actually, I don't think I need to do this. You're going to glue everything on where you want it. We'll just play with it. And like I said, you could do stamping instead of labels. I just decided to do labels. Okay, one more thing here. All right, and then I would glue that all down. I'm not going to take the time to glue it because I want to show you how it goes in the journal. All right, move that out of the way. I have one of my signatures for Polite Society right here. And I'm going to put this one in it. So see, it's going to fit really nice. But I want to put it on one of these like written pages, like here, or maybe here. Here, I think. Okay. Now, in order to do this, I'm going to leave what goes across the top open. So I'm not going to have any glue on this top one and under here. What I'm going to do is go around the outside starting here. I'm going to put some glue along that edge. And I'm going to come up here, go around to that outside. So I'm doing basically 3 sides. It's just that it zigzags. And then I'm going to put it on the page. Okay. Make sure it's straight and that you get all of that part down. Because you do have more than one pocket, so you have to make sure it's all down. Now, I just glued this in, so it's loose. But this shows you you've got this part behind here. Now, if you can just put a regular label in there, or I mean tag, or you can put some paper in there that you fold up, because you can always reach in like this and get it out. And then you write secret stuff on it, and then you hide it. And you've got your ones that show right here, so no one will know that that isn't totally glued down except you. So that is Collage Pockets for Try Something New Tuesday. And it's tomorrow is Wednesday. I go in for surgery, so hopefully I'll be back next week if I feel okay, and I'll do another Try Something New next week. So thanks for being with me today. I really appreciate all of you, and I want you to remember to always do things you love every day, because that's the secret to happiness. And this is Carol. Bye. Whoops.